It is Monday, August the 11th. Stocks off to a rocky start for the week. They closed lower, kicking off a pretty important week, especially when it comes to inflation data, which CPI comes out tomorrow morning before the bell at 8:30 in the morning. The S&Ps today closed down about 0.25%. The Dow down about 200 points, about half of a percent, and tech, NASDAQ composite fell about 0.3%. Yeah, a little bit of a tricky spot. Investors and traders pretty much just kind of stayed away and taking a wait and see approach, especially when it comes to the data. Now, if we remember, the June inflation data report did show some tariff related hikes were slowly creeping into prices for consumers, especially when we look at furniture, sports equipment, appliances, clothing, and even toys. We didn't really have any economic data today, but we did have some key points that came out today. Donald Trump has extended the trade deadline with China to November 9th. That is a 90-day extension. This means that the tariff rate on China will remain at 30%. Trump also exempted gold from tariffs. This is a pretty big deal for countries like Switzerland, which is the world's largest gold refining center. And last night, we did get a report that semiconductor names such as NVIDIA and AMD have agreed to pay the U.S. government 15% of revenues from chip sales to China. If we remember back in the previous earnings report from NVIDIA lost out on about $13 billion from unable to do business with China. NVIDIA does report its earnings later on this month. Looking at the SPY 1 hour chart, if we continue to pull back, we do have a small gap to fill between 634 and 632.40. Below that, we do have some support down at 628 and 626 zone, followed by support down at 618 and bigger support at the prior all-time high breakout at around 613. Tesla did end up having a pretty good move today as it broke above 338 and even pushed towards 346.50. She did pull back with the overall market during the afternoon session, but closed above 338. We're still looking for a price target of around 355. We will have that inflation report posted and details listed out for you as soon as they come in. And remember, trade smart and be good.